a white paper towel against this caked ass face. And this is all that I got on it. So as you guys can tell from the title, we doing a little foundation review for some drugstore makeup, all right? But before I get into that, I would like to announce the winner from last video's giveaway. If you're unaware of the giveaway I'm talking about, you should have watched the whole video. Well, I'm kidding, but no, I'm really not kidding. So drum roll please for the winner. I already know I'm gonna butcher her name, so don't hate me, sis. The winner of my giveaway is going to be Zion Amani. I'm gonna put it on the screen, sis. You know who you are. She is just always commenting on everything that I post, Instagram, YouTube. She's just so supportive. She gives me constructive criticism. She's just what I would consider a amazing supporter. So I'm so happy that she won this giveaway. So I'm gonna DM you on Instagram, sis, or you can DM me first, it don't matter. I'm gonna DM you when this video go up, and I'm gonna get your goodies out to you, okay? Moving on to today's video to get it started. Essentially, we're doing a review on, let me pick it up so y'all can see. It's heavy. So on Covergirl's True Blend Matte Made Foundation. Now let me just open this so y'all can see. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait, how much? It's so heavy. This is it. All of these. Covergirl came out with 40 shades, y'all. 40. Can we just get a round of applause? Like, finally, they're listening. And that's exactly what Covergirl said. They said, because we listened. So, like, I know it's like, I wish you would have did it from jump or whatever, even though this is a completely new foundation formula and everything like that. But it is a lot of talk in the community about, well, I wish brands would have, you know, catered to us from jump, X, Y, and Z. But that would be great, but they didn't. So now we need to move forward and make sure that they include us from now on. And Covergirl, like they said, they listened. So essentially, this foundation is, let me read it. It is inclusive of all skin needs, True Blend Matte Made, minimizes pores, controls shine, feels comfortable on your skin, and stays put for up to 12 hours. Sounds like a really big claim. So how they have this foundation is essentially they have light, medium, tan, and dark. So all of the foundation shades will be L and then a number, M and then a number, T and then a number, and D and then a number. So for light, medium, tan, dark. They also sent me 4 of their new primers. They have an illuminating primer. They have a pore minimizing primer. They have a color neutralizing primer. And then they have a skin smoothing primer. So in today's video, I'm gonna use the illuminating and the pore minimizer. I'm just gonna like hop straight in and get started because I'm excited. So I'm taking the illuminating primer, just a little bit. I've already prepped my skin as I read this and it said that it's matte. So you guys know I have more of a drier skin type. So I went ahead and made sure that I had lots of moisture in my skin. So hopefully this foundation will work really well for me. This illuminating primer feels really good. It feels like a lotion-y type of primer, as any typical illuminating primer would. It's not giving me as much illumination as you would think from the title, but it definitely is hydrating. And it definitely makes my skin feel really silky. So that's cool. Next, I'm using the smoothing one. I'm not really a huge smoother kind of person, but I'm getting a lot of texture in between my eyebrows and like on my nose. So we might as well give it a shot because I'm only putting it in these areas. So now that we're all primed, let's move on to the shades. So from me just looking at them, I really feel like I'm going to be in the T section, which is the tan, because your girl got a tan. So I really feel like T60 is gonna be like my shade. I'm gonna show it to you guys. If I can get it out of here. This is what it looks like. It has a golden yet warm undertone to it. So it's not too yellow, but it's not too warm to where it's orange. which is really important for me. When I'm tan, my skin is a lot more warm rather than olive, but it still has those olive undertones. So I really feel like T60 is going to be my choice, but I'm also going to swatch T50 and T70 on my chest so that you guys can, so we can all see and figure out which shade will be best. The only thing I would like to note about the foundation that I kind of don't care for is the shades, how they have it light, medium, tan, dark. That's cool and all, but they don't separate by undertone. So there are tons of undertones. They have golden, warm, red, neutral, cool. Like, they really hit the nail on the head with this, in my opinion. Of course, you could always have more shades. I feel like someone's always gonna be like, well, there could definitely be shades in between here, but I feel like they cater to literally everyone. There's 10 shades for every category, and I really think they did a very good job. But like I said, I wish that they would have some specification on undertone, just because being in the drugstore, typically more new to makeup people would go to the drugstore because you don't want to spend $10 billion on a foundation. You guys know how expensive makeup can get, so you go to the drugstore, but unfortunately they don't specify the undertone. And I feel like a beginner in makeup, you might know your own undertone, but having to look at foundations and decide like, oh, this is more golden or yellow and this is more neutral pink, and do you get what I'm saying? So that's my only complaint. It's really not that big of a deal. I just, you know, me being the makeup person that I am, I just feel like that would have really helped, especially being in the drugstore. Let's get to swatching these foundations. So like I said, I really feel like T60 is going to be my shade, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Let me pin my hair back. Y'all know my wig ain't on all the way. I say this in every fucking video, but y'all know what's going on. My wig not on, so don't talk about, you know, all of this is me. All of this is me. Don't talk about it. I'm going to start by swatching T50. It does come with a pump, in case I did not tell you guys. Let me talk about the packaging. I'm such a horrible reviewer, you guys. I'm trying to get better. It's new for me. Y'all know the dealio. So, packaging. It comes in a nice glass bottle. You get a total of 1 fluid ounce, which is typical of a foundation. It does not have the price in this booklet that tells you all about the foundation. So, I'm not 100% sure on the pricing. But I already kind of told you guys it's oil free. It's transfer resistant, claims Covergirl. We'll see about that. We're going to test that at the end. And it's pore minimizing and all day comfort wear. So, sounds pretty promising. Sounds really good to me. The matte thing, you guys know, kind of scares me, but whatever. So, like I said, glass bottle, black top. Comes right off. It's kind of plastic, cheap. But the glass is heavy, so it feels like pretty decent quality. It comes with a pump. So I'm going to pump. I'm not going to pump a whole pump out just because we're just doing swatches. But when I get to put it on, I will show you guys how much comes out in one pump and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to pump a little. Oh, wait. Okay. With the lock feature, it does twist to lock so that it won't pump. You have to unlock it. I think that is a very good feature to include. I feel like a lot of brands don't do that. MAC does that. And you guys know I used to work for MAC. And I just think that it's the best thing. Because even if you lose your top, your foundation won't pump out. You know what I mean? Oh shit, it will now because I have it unlocked. I'm just going to pump a little bit on the back of my hand. Okay, but T50 look kind of good too. Wait a minute now. Y'all, I don't know. So I'm going to put T50 right here. That's T50. It's a little more neutral. Okay, so for those of you who want a little undertone class, if you look at these two, you can see that T60 here is a little more golden orange, if you will. It's not orange, but I'm using that for the sake to help you see the difference between the two. Whereas this one has that more salmon-y kind of undertone look, that beige, you know? So that's that on my chest. This is T50, swatched right here. I don't think that's going to be a work for me. It's just a little too pink in my opinion, but we'll see. So now I'm going to do T60, the shade that I feel like is going to be me. This is it on my hand, if you can see it. And then this is it swatched. So in comparison, I'm sure you can see how much better of an undertone T60 is already. And I really feel like that's going to be my match. So far, it's looking like the one, okay? I'm also going to do T70 just for the sake of it. T70 is also golden in its undertone, but not as golden in my opinion as T60. Actually, it's more olive. It's more olive. This don't matter. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna do a little swatchy T70 too. Come on, sis. Come on out. There we go. Come on out. All right, so doing a swatch right here. So, okay, how I look at it is T70 I feel like would match my body like perfect, but I can't put that dark of a shade on my face. It just looks crazy. So I'm gonna stick with T60. I hope y'all can agree on my choice. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna leave the swatches there for reference. So yeah, I'm gonna be going in with T60. I'm gonna show you guys how much comes out in one pump. So that is how much comes out in a pump. I'm gonna tell you straight up, no matter how thick or whatever, I know I'm gonna need more than that. So I just went ahead and put 2 pumps on my hand, and I'm going to start dotting on my face. So I have a brush and a sponge here, and I'm gonna use both to apply the foundation, so I can let you guys know which I technically prefer that way, or if they both work fine, you know, because some foundations, you guys know, doesn't work really well with brushes, or it doesn't really work that well with a sponge. So for the brush that I'm using, this is the Canon F26, and I'm just gonna start blending this out. Okay, hair, see, when you feel like you pinned your hair back but you really didn't, the coverage on this is beautiful. I only have like a couple of blemishes, so I feel like when it comes to coverage, a lot of people, it's hard for them to take my word for it because my skin is fairly clear. But I feel like even on like discolored or hyperpigmentation or acne scarred skin, like I feel like this would look really, really nice. So that's one layer with the brush. It blended out perfect for me. I didn't have any issues blending it. It looks good. I don't really have any complaints. I have a little dry patch right here, so hopefully it doesn't cling to that. So now I'm gonna do with my sponge on the other side of my face. So, I'm letting you guys be able to see the difference in the color. Sorry, I'm looking at my monitor if you're wondering why I keep looking over there, because I'm trying to see how it looks on camera. It looks really good in person to me, but so moving to this side, I have like a huge pimple right here, you guys. I don't know what the hell shorty got going on, but she need to go. So upon blending with the sponge, as expected, the coverage is thinner. When using a sponge, you will always receive a thinner coverage. That just comes with using a sponge. The sponge itself, it's a water, especially if you've wet your sponge. The sponge is soaking up product A, but it's also thinning your product out. So, of course, I'm not getting as full of a coverage whatsoever that I did with the brush, but still looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put another pump on my hand. That's gonna be 3 pumps total of foundation, but you guys know your girl is a cake face, okay? You really don't need 3 pumps. It's really up to your preference. And I'm just gonna go back in on this side with the sponge. I'm just gonna kind of finish my whole face with the sponge, to be honest with you. To me, both tools work just fine. I just prefer a sponge. It just is for me, and I feel like it gives me a little bit more of a dewiness to my skin. I just feel like it adds a little bit more moisture, but you guys know I'm dry, so I need it. So I will say that I definitely could have used a more warm shade, as in more orange in its undertone. This is still a little more olivey or golden, if you will. It doesn't look bad whatsoever, but it could be more warm. I'm sure you guys can tell. If you don't look at my shoulders, it's fine, but if you can see my shoulders, then you can see how warm my shoulders are versus like the center of my body. But again, not a huge deal whatsoever, especially after I bronze and all of that. It'll look really good. So far my first impressions, the coverage is insane. Like, the coverage is so good, especially for drugstore. I honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't had a drugstore foundation that I've really liked since the LA Girl foundation. So that says a lot. There's been quite a few foundations roll out since then. I really like the way it looks. I don't know if it's dried all the way down yet because it still has some dew to it. I'm sure you guys can see. It's really comfortable. My skin doesn't feel dry. It's not overly matte to me, at least not yet. So I don't know if it's going to get any more matte or what, but to me it looks really good right now. The coverage, that's the one thing I can't get past. The coverage is so bomb. I'm going to take these swatches off because we kind of get the point. We don't really need them anymore. But yeah, the coverage to me is great. It blended out like a dream, you guys. No issues with blending. So I'm feeling it. Covergirl, you might have just did something. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and finish the rest of my face like I normally would. Concealer, bronzer, all of that. And I'm going to come back on camera and give you guys my final thoughts on the foundation. So remember how I said I was about to go finish my makeup and tell y'all? Well, then I got hungry. So I ate my lunch, which took me like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So the foundation has dried, so I kind of wanted to just tell you my thoughts on just the foundation really quick before I finish my makeup and come back. So now that it's dried completely, I feel like the shade looks a lot better as well. It's not super duper dry at all. Like, it's matte. Don't get me wrong, it's matte. But it's like a demi matte. I wouldn't consider this like matte. I feel like, you know, you got dewy, you got something else before dewy, I don't know what to call it. And then you got like natural finish, then you got demi matte, then you got matte. You feel me? So I feel like this is like a step above a natural finish. Like, it's really pretty though. So now I'm gonna go finish my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna look at it, okay? All right, y'all, so I'm all done with all of my makeup. I've completed my entire face. The only thing I have left to do is some setting spray. This is the Covergirl Lock It Up Look Lock Up All Day Setting Mist. I've used this like once before, I believe, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just give us a really good mist. It has a really good mist on it. That was nice. So let's see what that does for my skin. But overall, for my foundation, I'm in love. Like, I don't have any complaints. It is definitely matte, which you guys know. You know, Aaliyah, you could have blended out, you know, this little area a little better. You guys know I'm not a huge like matte wearer, but considering it is the summertime, I do need something that's more matte, long wearing type of deal because it's hot outside, point blank period. So my overall thoughts, like I told you guys, the coverage is bomb. Like, I feel like it blended really, really well. I feel like my skin looks so good. Like, I feel like I look great. Like, not to my own horn, but like, Covergirl. I'm feeling it. I'm really, really feeling it. I can't even lie. I do want to test the transfer resistance of it. So I'm going to go grab a white paper towel and we're just going to kind of press to see what comes off. I feel like I should have did this before I put other makeup on, but we'll just keep that in mind when doing the test. So, un momento. All right, so I've got a paper towel. It's all clean. Y'all see? Clean. So I'm just going to press. I'm just going to like press it on my skin. I'm just going to do a couple of different spots so we can kind of get a good overview. And I'm like really pressing on my face, in case you're wondering. So I pressed a couple of spots and I'm just going to show you guys. There is a little bit of makeup on here. It really came from like my bronzer on my forehead. But as far as the foundation goes, it didn't transfer. Like, I'm just going to be blunt. I just pressed a white paper towel against this caked ass face. And this is all that I got on it. As of right now, I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling this foundation. So, of course, I'm going to be doing a wear test. I've got kind of not a busy day, to be really honest with you. I'm going to take some Instagram pictures. Me and my boyfriend are going to go see his mom for a little bit. So, my day isn't really super long, but I feel like I won't be home till a lot later today, which means I'll be able to give you guys a full wear test. So, it is 1:20 as of right now. I do plan to come back maybe around like 9 or 10 o'clock to show you guys what we're looking like, so we can kind of see how the foundation wears. So before we get on to that part, it's giveaway. It's a giveaway time. Remember I told you guys I'm doing these little secret mini giveaways in all of my videos. So with this one, I'm going to be giving away the Covergirl foundation. What I'm doing right now is I'm checking my Instagram. I basically asked you guys on Instagram, would you prefer for me to have 7 winners who get 5 foundations each, or one individual winner, and a makeup artist preferably, not even preferably, a makeup artist who would get all of the shades for their kid. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to be picking one single winner who is a makeup artist to win the entire shade range, minus shades T50, 60, and 70, because I did open and swatch those. Everything else though you'll be getting. So you'll be getting a total of 37 foundations. Bitch. Foundations are probably the most expensive part when freelancing as a makeup artist, and I know how hard that struggle can be, so I would love to give back to one of my followers who is a makeup artist, and I just feel like, you know, this would really help you out, and it's a huge investment in your brand. And I'm gonna stop rambling, but I just really feel like someone would really appreciate this. And this foundation is bomb. Like, it's bomb. So with that being said, the rules are super simple, just like last time. But with this one, you need to be a makeup artist, okay? Or an aspiring makeup artist. You just need to be a subscriber of mine, obviously. You need to follow me on Instagram at AllyiahsFace. So I want you to comment down below how you got started doing makeup and your Instagram name down below. Please be sure that your Instagram has some sort of client work on it, or, you know, your booking info, just something on it so that I know that you're a makeup artist, because that's who I'm giving this to. Trust me, you guys, for those of you who are not makeup artists, there are tons more giveaways coming for you to win, trust me. But for this one, I really would like to give this to a makeup artist or an aspiring makeup artist who could really utilize all of the foundation shades. So yep, like I said, that's how you enter. Follow me here, follow me on Instagram, comment on this video. Do not comment on my Instagram. During my last giveaway, there must have been some confusion. People were commenting on my Instagram. Make sure you're commenting on this video down below. What made you get into makeup, like how you started being a makeup artist, and your Instagram handle, so that I can make sure that you're following me and I can make sure that you are a makeup artist. So with all that being said, I'll see y'all in a couple of hours, you know, and we'll see how Covergirl is holding us up, okay? Hey y'all, I know you're probably confused because I'm on my vlog camera, but the light in my filming room is out and it is like 10:30 at night. So I'm gonna try to do my review here, like my little last minute thoughts here on my camera. It's 10:46. So I've had this foundation on for like 9.5 hours. I have no idea what I look like, so I need to get a mirror. Sorry, this is so all over the place. I feel so bad. Okay. We still look good, but my foundation is definitely broken up. I don't know if you guys can see, like up along my face here, but really not bad. Like, we still look really good. So my overall opinions on the foundation, I absolutely love it. It looked so good. It held up, in my opinion, really, really well. I've been drinking, I'm riding around, y'all. I've been at dinner. So I feel like it's an A+, okay? So for a drugstore foundation, I really think this is gonna be my new fave drugstore foundation. I definitely think it's worth a try. So go to your local drugstore and try it out. I need to go wash my face. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm usually asleep by like 9 o'clock, so. So anyways,